Welcome back, everybody that is returning. And those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. My name is ASTRAEA Love, and I'm going to be doing a reading for you guys today. So I hope everybody has had a good day. Please know that my readings are timeless. So whenever you get to this reading, there's going to be messages in here for you. I suggest that you watch all of the readings on both of my platforms. I've got this platform, the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle, and then I have another platform called ASTRAEA Love, ASTRAEA. LOVE. Subscribe, tap the notification bell so you guys know that when I go live. Know that if any of you guys have any personal questions, you can always send me a $20 super chat. And or on this platform, I do have Cash App and PayPal links in the description box below. But you can send me a $20 donation and I will pause the collective reading and then I will answer your question. Okay. So I'm going to talk about two books before we get into the reading today. The first one is called The Truth of God by Michael STEADMAN. This is an advanced intuitive workbook that's going to help you gain a strong connection with God. It takes you from like being in your ego, looking up to God, to looking not in your ego, looking out through your higher self, aka God. You're looking out through the eyes of Source. So you can see things from a bigger perspective, through the lens of joy, peace, unconditional love, bliss, and all of that, which helps you to gain the bigger lesson of things. Because when you can see the bigger picture and understand why things are happening, and that gives you the ability to then, release your hold on the need for something to go a certain way. It just helps you bring peace. And if you're having any type of problems with negative entities, demons, anything like that, the God technique will save you from that, okay? When you tap into God's energy, anything low vibrational doesn't want to stay around, and it doesn't have any type of power in the energy of God. The low vibrational stuff can only be low vibrational. And when they try to be like high vibrational, they can get unstuck too, but that's neither here nor there. So that's the first technique, the God technique, okay? Which helps you to integrate your higher self, aka God. There's so many techniques in this book. I'm just going to read this one part. The scope of God, consciousness is infinite. All of your creations are particles of consciousness within your God mind. Your creation is never outside of yourself. It is always here and now within you, God, just like the human you. Close your eyes and imagine all of it in your unconscious mind, or in your conscious mind, excuse me. So there may be something significant about the unconscious as well. I found that I needed to remember that the ego was not the enemy to fear, but was me, God, filtered through my thoughts and beliefs. That's what the ego is. I'm so glad that I opened it to this page. We can tell what we have been focusing on by what we are experiencing and the way that we feel. If in harmony with our highest good, we feel good and experience joy. I found that the stars and planets, astrology do have an effect on our minds and body until they don't. Once you do the God technique, you move beyond being able to be fucked with any type of astrology or retrograde. I learned that tangible feelings of gratitude, unconditional love, joy, and compassion, the tangible feelings of it. I learned that unconditional love and gratitude tangibly felt the same, and that the joy and compassion felt the same. I learned to focus on joy, compassion, and unconditional love and peace during meditation. This book will teach you how to meditate. Oh yeah, have I reminded you that you are God having this experience, not an extension or a part of God. You are God having this experience, not existing in the fullness, but God nonetheless. So this book is going to help you guys on your spiritual journey a lot. Okay, it helped me. It was a game changer for me. I still use the techniques in it today. The second technique is the joy versus anger, which helps you develop a yes and no answering system with your higher self so that you can be asking immediate questions and getting the answers back, so that you don't have to basically like say a prayer and wait for a sign or wait for a guide to come to you. You have an open communication with God continuously. And that will really help you, because pendulums and muscle testing are not as foolproof as to building something with God. And the joy versus anger is an intuitive, natural thing. So the intuitive techniques will teach you how to be clear, how to clear your energy. The third technique is the mind technique, which helps you locate the thoughts and beliefs that are no longer for you, so that then you can release them, so you don't keep pulling in the same experience. It says, as the joy versus anger technique was the most important and useful intuitive application in this book, the mind technique is of the same importance level, but designed to clear the negative mental, emotional baggage beliefs that we are dragging around, which are influencing the reality that we are experiencing. This method is best used in combination with one of the question asking, answer, receiving methods described previously, or one that you're already familiar with for inner confirmation. So this is confirmation coming from within. The term serve me in the following sentence, does it serve my highest and best good? Okay. All right. So that's, and you don't have to be psychic to start doing this workbook. Literally. And it's a reading level of like a grade school student. It really does not have big words in it. It's not complicated. It's an easy read. And you will find yourself, when you get this book, you'll find yourself picking it up and going back to certain places at certain times. I sure as hell do. And it's a good reminder. So the second book we're going to talk about, welcome everybody coming into the chat, is Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. This is the one that I've created, and it's based upon the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck, which is this one. And I created, because God helped me, but God, Holy Spirit, Visago, Divine Realm, and I created, the tarot card spreads for the major arcana cards like the Death, the Hierophant, the Moon, the Hangman, the Temperance, I just heard some really creepy fucking sounds, and I hope that's not the wind. The Lovers, that was creepy. God. The Tower. These are all the major arcana cards, by the way. I'm just kind of grabbing them all. Totally creepy. That sounded like some freaking scary spirit outside going, woo! Like, literally. The hell? The Devil. The Fool. The Fool is the first card. Somebody starting their journey. The Wheel of Fortune. The Hermit, the Star, the Sun, the Strength, the World, the Chariot, the Magician. These are all the major arcana cards. The Justice, and the High Priestess. Huh. Did I say the Last Judgment? Where is that card? I'm like, oh, hell no. It better. Oh, it was here. It's right here. Okay. Anyways, so those are the major arcana cards. Those are the major transitions, you guys, those cards. So I just opened to the Strength Tarot card spread. So I'm going to read position 3, the white cloak or garment. I'm going to actually get the Strength card so you can understand what's happening here. So for each thing that's on the picture, on the card, okay, and I would go ahead and get the original Rider-Waite that's got the words on it. So see how she's got that white garment? I've made a different tarot card position for each thing that you see on this picture. So position 3, this card position will reveal how pure your spirit is and how connected to your spirit you are. How pure is your intention? How pure is your connection to your higher self? What is your definition of true peace? When you live as innocent consciousness and look at everything through the eyes of a child, you are able to see things as they are, not as you think them to be. And then position 4 is Egyptian goddess Bastet, love. This card will show you how strong your love is, how strong your current relationship is. If you are strong in your love life, that will show through the card that you pull for this position. Remember that love conquers all and is the number one thing that we can all agree rules our lives. Love is the main driving force behind life that is eternal and everlasting. If you pull the Lover's card for this position, you can consider it to be a good omen when it comes to your love life. If you pull the Strength card for this position, you can consider your love life to be strong and unbreakable. So that will help you, you guys. Again, they're tarot card spreads for each of the major arcana cards. But at the very beginning, I have one extra tarot card spread that I was divinely guided to do That's the Major Arcana 14 Zodiac Tarot card spread, and it includes 2 other zodiacs. We've got Capricorn associated with the Devil card and the Earth Star chakra, Aquarius associated with the Star Tarot card, the World card, and the Soul Star chakra, Pisces associated with the Moon Tarot card, the Hangman Tarot card, the High Heart Thymus chakra, Cetus, which is March 21st through March 29th, associated with the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Crown chakra. Aries, associated with the Emperor, the Empress, the Tower card, and the Duality chakra. We have Taurus, associated with the Hierophant Tarot card, the High Priestess Tarot card, the World Tarot card, and the Solar Plexus chakra. Gemini, associated with the Lovers and the Sacral chakra. Cancer, associated with the Chariot and the Root chakra. Leo, associated with the Strength card and the Heart chakra. Oops. Virgo, associated with the Hermit, the Fool, and the Third Eye chakra. Libra, the Justice card, the Last Judgment, and the Cosmic chakra. Scorpio, associated with the Death Tarot card, the World Tarot card, and the Knee chakra. Sagittarius, associated with the Temperance card and the Earth's Mantle chakra, which is a chakra very deep in the Earth. Ophiuchus, which is November 29th to December 18th. Okay, when they made the zodiac wheel, they left these other positions out, which I think is stupid. Associated with the Magician and the Throat chakra. Okay, and then you have the Psychic Tarot Zodiac spell to connect with one's destiny. So the spells are just simple manifestation techniques that you can call them rituals if you want, but they're manifestation techniques that will help you to integrate the prophecy over your life, is what I'm seeing here. But it will help you to integrate the energies of the major arcana, which are the major transitions. And then in the back of the book, there is a compendium of knowledge of what the different cards could mean when they come out together. When you're doing a reading for yourself or for somebody else, and you get a few of the major arcana cards coming out together, what it could mean. So the Wheel of Fortune, if you pull the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, it is a very good sign of goodwill and good fortune coming your way. If you pull the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, it could indicate that someone has successfully swapped your destiny to some form of extent. Again, it's not that destiny swap can actually happen, but people can exchange energy and switch energy out. All right. And so once you call your energy back to you, like, God knows who everybody is. And so it's literally nobody can be in your destiny, but it won't stop people from trying. All right. So, and that's why I say to some form of extent, because they're swapping out energy, giving their bad energy to you, taking your good energy. And that's just a psychic vampire transaction. All right. And so, that's the closest they're ever going to get to being able to take anybody's destiny. It's just taking their energy. That's the truth. If you pull the Wheel of Fortune before a major arcana card, it could indicate that the past fortune has influenced the current fortune. So if you were to pull the, let's say the Sun before the Wheel of Fortune, it could show you that anything that you have planted will grow and will make you a good fortune. You'll be able to reap the fruits of your harvest. So that's what that's saying. If you pull the Wheel of Fortune card after a major arcana card, it could indicate that whatever the major arcana card is will bring you good fortune in the future. So if it's before the Wheel of Fortune, it means that it influenced the good fortune that you have now. If it's after, it means that whatever it is could bring you good fortune in the future. Let's see. Anytime that you see the Wheel of Fortune, you can expect to experience good luck. If you are having very bad luck, you may pull the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse with the Moon card. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse means that someone is seeking to keep you stuck and in a rut while they steal your good energy and steal your blessings. Someone is trying to trap you or entrap you to keep you from your destiny. Because again, nobody can stop you from fulfilling your destiny. All they can do is delay you. And that's basically, if you want to say there's a devil or a low vibration, that's their tactic, is to delay you. This book and the other book will put you such an alignment that nobody, if anybody ever tries to step to you, they will have a great fall. Okay, let's just say that. When you pull the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, you will know that someone seeks revenge against you, okay? Especially when it comes to like your finances and your good luck and your fortune. The past comes back to haunt them for a time, and bad luck mixed with good misfortune could visit your door. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse means that what goes around comes around, and it is now time for that karma to come back around now. So you've got for each of the major arcana cards a bunch of different combinations of what they could mean and how to interpret that, so that when you're doing a reading for yourself, personally, when you go to do these readings, I would take a picture of each reading, because you're going to pick up, or video record it, you're going to pick up on so much information. And then when you go back and look again, you'll see so much more. So this is an awesome book. The link to this book is in the description box below. And the link to the other book is also in the description box below. Check it out, you guys. When you got some times, it's like literally a very good price. Okay, very good price, especially for the level of knowledge that you're going to attain. So I hope you guys are having a good day, okay? And just to let you know, there is no coming in here and judging anybody out, like judging them or condemning them to death. I'm literally here because God put me here to reach people that would never be reached, okay? And so don't stop telling people that they need to repent. You go repent. Mind your own fucking business. Point blank, period. And I don't mean to be rude about that, but people really need to stop with the projection. Okay? If I was doing something wrong to hurt and harm people and wasn't guiding them to go within, which is what Jesus actually did, stop fucking using Jesus like a scapegoat. Seriously, stop abusing Jesus with your fucking sins. Literally. I would never put no shit on Jesus and make him try to come save me in whatever random ass crazy psychotic Bible bullshit. I would never do that. I literally will do what Jesus did to succeed, not call upon Jesus to try to get out of something. The fuck? No. When universal law is broken, universal law is broken. There's not much people can do about that shit. It is what it is. All right, so we are calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, our spiritual team of highest light and resonance, and we're asking that they can be with us now. We're also calling upon the divine realm, the ancestors, and asking that they can be with us now. And we're asking that God, the Holy Spirit, Jesus, the Ascended Masters, the Saints, the Galactic Federation of Light, and specifically Archangel Michael, put a protective shield around us, keeping us safe from all negative interference, all time wasting, all harassment, all gang stalking, all negativity, or anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. So now as I call upon your personal favor, God, please continue to bless and prosper this platform. Just let you guys know, I don't know if I said this already, but I do have another platform where if you've got personal questions on that platform, it's called ASTRAEA Love, ASTRAEA, second word LOVE. You can send me a $20 super chat on that platform because I have enough subscribers. And then I will pause the collective reading and I will answer your question. Okay. So just know that that's available for those of you that need it. Thank you guys for all of your donations, your kindness, your love, your care, and for being respectful. I love you guys so much. And thank you for spending your time with me. I really appreciate you guys having a sincere desire to seek questions and to know things and to spiritually progress. I suggest that you watch all of the readings on both platforms because it's going to help you. Each reading will hold an Easter egg of knowledge for you to help decode about your spiritual journey, and it's going to strengthen your connection to God, point blank, period. Anybody that comes around me is going to get closer to the divine. So, you know, as far as trying to condemn people because they're psychic and they're spiritual and they have a connection to God, that's what Jesus was. I can't turn water into wine. I would never even attempt to do that shit because, you know, I'm not a big wine person. However, you know, Jesus was very gifted. He was probably an Anunnaki. Okay. Do I think Jesus is going to come back? If Jesus comes out of the fucking sky in some type of weird way, it would be an extraterrestrial experience. And a lot of people would be very frightened. Okay. But I think Jesus is going to come back through each and every person gaining enlightenment and awakening to Christ consciousness. That's what I believe. That's what I see is going to happen. And so, yeah. We love Jesus over here. We're not dissing Jesus, but people need to stop using Jesus as an scapegoat and start going straight to God themselves. Stop using Jesus like some type of middleman. That's not what Jesus was created for. Literally. Go to God. Go within. Go within your own connection to God. That is what's going to help you. Also, make sure you guys like the video. There's like 30 people, 27 people watching, 15 likes on the video. I know you can like the video. It's not going to hurt you. Please hype the video. Share this content. Let other people know about it, okay? So that they can also gain enlightenment and gain the truth and get to, you know, get on their spiritual journey. The more people that we can get in alignment, the better this planet's going to be. And that means that if we have a lot of people on this planet that have made themselves important to God, if any tragedy were to happen, this planet would be a lot safer. And I feel like these messages are worth hearing and they're worth getting out. All right. So thank you guys for all of your support. I love you so much. If you'd like to leave a tip or donation, or if you have a personal question, you can send me a $20 Cash App or PayPal payment. The links are in the description box below. And I will pause the collective reading and I will answer your question. Okay. All right. So what I'm getting is that this is a great time for you guys to be alive. This is a perfect time for you to be in a position of being inspirational. Okay. This is what popped out. The Six of Wands in the Six of Water, excuse me, in the reverse, which to me, it's like, you could have somebody from the past, because in the upright, it would be about memories and childhood and like remembering the past. You could not have good memories about childhood. There may be a need to go within and start accessing your inner child and doing shadow work. The thing that bugs me the most about Christians is that they will sit around being unhealed, imperfect sinners forever, and they won't take anything into their own hands to actually go within and heal and do the work. They don't want to do shadow work because looking at the shadow, they would have to acknowledge that not everything that they label as demonic is actually demonic. If they say that ancestors are demons, then they're saying that Jesus is a demon because Jesus is an ancestor. They're saying Moses is a demon. They're saying all of those energies are demons, which is fucking a lie. Straight up a lie. And there's nothing in the Bible that says that you can't be a prophet, a healer, a psychic. There's nothing in there. It says don't do sorcery, okay, which is manipulating the elements to hurt and harm people. Don't do witchcraft, which is using your gifts and abilities to hurt and harm people and fuck with their free will. And it says, you know, a couple of other things. But again, the Bible was written by men. Not one woman's input was ever given into the Bible's canon. And the Bible's canon was created by the Catholic Church that wanted to create a certain picture about Jesus that's not even the fucking truth. All right? They started shoving white Jesus down our throats, literally thinking that we're dumb as fuck. Okay? Dumb as fuck with that shit. So anyways, as far as the Bible being the law, shut the fuck up. No, it's not. It was written by men that wanted to silence women and oppress others that had their own perspective. The only part of the Bible that I think really has any relevance, because Jesus didn't write the Bible, Jesus didn't read a Bible, he didn't go to church, okay? Why would he need to do any of that? Why would you need to do any of that bullshit when you have your own connection to God? Like, what would you go to church for? Fucking what? It's a social gathering. If you have your own connection to God, you don't need to go to church. You don't need to do all of this extra bullshit that people think is what saves them. And it's not. Has there one person that's been a part of religion actually transformed into a dove or fucking done anything like ascend? No. Name one person. There's not anyone. Okay? These are man-made matrix control systems that y'all need to wake the fuck up from. And I'm not telling you not to go to church. I'm telling you to, instead of relying on Jesus to do something for you, stop being a pussy. Take it into your own hands and make your own connection with God. Forge a path for you and God and the Holy Spirit to move forward on. Don't throw everything on an innocent being that was pure, that already suffered. Leave Jesus the fuck alone and out of it. Literally, when you have your own relationship with God, you don't need a middleman. You don't need a Jesus. Okay. It's people that are afraid to have a relationship with God, that don't even seek that feel like they have to rely on Jesus. Anyways, my little tangent. But yeah, this 5 of Earth energy, you've got somebody that is needing your assistance. They need angelic help. They need divine help. I don't think that you can help this person. They're in lack and worry right now, and they're worried about something major, okay? And oh, I literally thank you, God, for everything that you do for us. Thank you for being here. Thank you, angels. By watching my videos, you're agreeing not to bully anybody, okay? Not me, not anybody in the chat. If you feel the need to tell everyone to go repent, you need to go fucking repent to God right now for interrupting his divine being from delivering a message, okay? Straight up. That's not a joke. That's a real thing. Touch not mine anointed and do my prophets no harm. Nobody should be telling other people that they need to repent or that they're going to hell or anything the fuck else. There's nothing in the Bible that says anything the fuck about that. So stop. Just stop doing that. Ooh, chips and guacamole. That sounds so good. Literally. Exactly. Use your brain. Either way, if you go to church, use your brain. If they're feeding you some bullshit, I know, you know, some churches, the LDS church is 100% Masonic. It doesn't have anything to do with God. It has 100% to do with Jesus and Freemasonry. That's what everything. Like, I watched this video of this Satanist person, and he was telling all the other Satanists to just become a Mormon because that's the easiest way for them to hide. So, and the Catholic rituals, they don't do anything. Okay. I'm not saying that religion is bad. There's a sliver of truth in anything, but they created it to be what it is. And they disregarded the book of Enoch and a whole lot of other texts that are extremely important that, you know, fill in the gaps and make things actually make sense. And so they wanted it to be a gaslighting experience. Let's just say that. And I never have people of the other religions, of Hinduism, Buddhism, or even Islam coming in telling me I'm going to hell and shit like that. No, sorry. I created hell. What the fuck are you talking about? Going to hell? I could go to hell if I want and leave the same day. I'm not trapped like everybody else. I've done the work. This is why I feel like people need to stop projecting their bullshit and start looking within, okay? Because that's where God is. It's never going to be at church, okay? That's where social structures are, okay? Being with people that also love God. That's what church is for. 6 of Fire, success, recognition, and self-esteem. You guys are getting success. This person is remembering something weird. Like, they're not remembering things correctly. I can definitely sense that. Their memory is, like, jaded. I don't know. There's something wrong with this person. Besides the obvious, they could be on the Bible-thumping religious bullshit, literally, trying to shove that down everybody's throat. Not everybody is the same, and not everybody's going to have the same journey in life, and that's okay. You can get through God through many different doors in the mansion. You could probably get through God through Buddhism, but it's always going to be going within the self. It's never going to be going to a church service, going to a meditation. I mean, maybe the meditation could help, but it's not going to be going to external things to gain God. You go within. That's how you get to God. That's what Jesus did. That's what Enoch did. That's what Noah did. That's what Moses did. And those are the ones that people look at with respect because they're the prophets. Muhammad probably did. I don't know much about Muhammad's life, so I can't really speak on that. But, you know, they do say he's a prophet. So just understand that it's okay to be a prophet. You're not going to get killed for that. It's okay to speak the truth as well. Some of you guys could be like, oh, I just want to speak the truth on something, but you're afraid. Don't be afraid. 3 of Air, you've got somebody wanting your forgiveness and wanting healing. Like, this is why people need to stop running around judging other people. It's nobody's business to be judging people. Like, let the universe, karma, and God do the judging, okay? This person that's in lack, they're looking at the past, and they want healing now. All of a sudden, they see you over here healing, and they want healing. This person's going to have to go within to heal. It's another reason why people continue to project this dumb shit. You're going to hell. You're going to be punished. Okay, you got a problem with me and my gifts and abilities and what I'm here to do for the planet and for other people. and for myself, then go fucking talk to God about it. Why even come to me? If I'm such a big problem, go to God. Go to God about it. See what God says about it. Oh yeah, God doesn't talk like that. God manifests itself through fucking nature. That's why anybody that says this is what God said, no, that's their interpretation of the signs that they received from the intuition and abilities that they had that they associated with God. Okay? That's what that is. And I'm not discrediting it, but it is not 100% fucking the universal. That has nothing to do with universal law. It has to do with rhetoric and control. King of Fire, inspirational. You guys are very inspirational people. You could be drawing in somebody that's very inspirational. I also get a good energy with this blossoming tree, like a very youthful, very vibrant, very earthy energy comes from you guys. I'm getting like a fairy energy. It's a very like Tinkerbellish. You know how Tinkerbell is so cute, but when she's mad, she turns red and shit gets real. Tinkerbell is like the basis of how everything in what is it called? Neverland. Everything in Neverland operates basically because of Tinkerbell's magic. Everything else operates from that. She's like probably the most dangerous and most influential and most important part of Neverland. Peter wouldn't be able to fly without her fairy dust, for one thing. The pirate's not even the main villain, okay? Tinkerbell, when she gets pissed off, she tries to unalive Wendy multiple times, okay? She wants Peter to stay young forever. I don't know why I'm talking about that, but there must be something significant about it. The King of Fire energy is like, you guys could be a fire sign. You may want to look and see where fire is at in your birth chart. If it is something that has to do with inspiration and work and good ideas, I feel like this is great. You've got somebody very sorrow, wanting healing, because you're over here blossoming and growing as a person, and it's got them feeling jelly about it. They feel like they should be prospering while you're getting your wishes fulfilled. Whatever you've asked for, it's coming in. Hot and quick, okay? It's coming in. Wishes, dreams, and happiness. Maybe you asked for something a long time ago. It could be success. It could be joy. It could be a relationship. Whatever this is, it's got somebody feeling insecure about themselves because you are getting it. Whatever this is you put your mind on, you're getting it. Let's get the likes up, you guys. Literally. Inspiration came up. Oh, thank you, you guys. You are inspiring as well. Yeah. Literally, this wish fulfillment is something that you guys could have asked for a long time ago. 6 of Air, because your ships are coming in. This is you gaining relief from something. It's hope, and it's you being acknowledged. You're moving on. You definitely moved on from whatever this person's situation thing is. I don't know if this is a for some of you, this is going to be a coworker, an ex-coworker. For some of you, this is going to be like a brother, sister, or parent. And for some of you, it's going to be a friend or an acquaintance that you used to hang around. Whoever this person is, they want to make themselves relevant in your future, and they want to be in your present moment. And this person, they need to heal. You know, they're remembering things incorrectly when it comes to you, and that's not your fault. This person's memories are like in reverse for some reason. So maybe they have PTSD from their own childhood. They should probably go to a doctor, you know, maybe get that looked at. Damn. 5 of Fire, conflicts, annoyances, and competition. This is the energy of this other person. I would not be partnering with people when it comes to business deals right now, not in Mercury retrograde. Let's see when Mercury retrograde ends. When does Mercury retrograde 2026 end?
Mercury will be retrograde 3 times in 2026, ending on March 20th, July 23rd, and November 13th. The last one, starting in Scorpio, ends on November 13th at 7:53 in the morning Pacific time.
Okay, let me ask a different question. Are we still in Mercury retrograde right now? Yes. Damn. It goes currently, wait, let me see. No. Hold on one second. That don't seem right. Okay, it will, so it just ended. Thank you for that. Thank you, planet. But it's going to start again on February 26th and then go to March. So again, why is it, why the Mercury retrograde seems to me like it's the most common one. It happens more times a year than any of the other retrogrades. Just interesting. So this person, they could have tried to come in during Mercury retrograde, or they could be thinking about that time frame, coming to approach you with something to get you to sign a contract. That is not when you want to be making communication or agreements with people. Two of water, you already have a partnership coming in. You don't need to sign a contract with somebody that's not for your highest and best good. Oops. Literally, this is like a beautiful soul contract with the universe and a divine partner. You could have moved on literally from like somebody and they're pissed off. I feel like you have a commitment and a reconciliation coming in, okay? And this could be you reconciling with your higher self and getting into alignment is more what I get. I also get that, you know, somebody is afraid of you reconciling with someone else. They're afraid of that. They don't want you doing that because that would mean that they don't get something. This person's not getting anything. Page of Fire. If you have a child, they're a very creative, enthusiastic, motivated person. I feel like you could end up having a child if you don't have one already. With this Two of Water, that's like a soul contract for a child. I also get that the King of Fire, the Page of Fire, that's showing me, you know, that your child could take the traits of this person. They could take your traits as well, obviously. But yeah, the white feather is very significant. I feel like you guys could be receiving angel numbers and messages at this time. Pay attention to them, write them down, remember them. Seven of Air, this person needs to mind their business and look after their own kids, okay? Instead of trying to block you from having a fruitful union with another human being, this person needs to mind their own business. You know, awareness, caution, consequences. Look at those children. Why is there a sword there? Why is the angel having to babysit? Why is this person not around their children, minding their fucking business, watching their own kids, doing the job that God gave them to do by being a parent? Why are they all up in your business? This is what I seriously want to know. This person is about to experience a consequence for playing in your face and trying to backdoor you. Oh, yeah, like Mercury retrograde being in alignment with the seasons. That would be interesting. Absolutely, that would be very interesting. Whoever this person is, they want to take something. They're overworked. This person could be literally drowning in debt. They're stressed out. This person is stressed and they're overworked. They're imbalanced. That's one reason that you can't hang around them. You can't let them in because they would unbalance you. If this person is unwilling to do the work to heal, they're running around with wounds that they just want to dump on everybody else. That's not your job to deal with. If any of you guys have any personal questions, you can send me a $20 PayPal or a $20 Cash App, and I will pause the collective reading and I will answer your question, okay? But I'm doing a reading for everybody right now. Seven of Earth, investment, assessment, and patience. You are being patient. You know that your angels are watching over your tree of success, your tree of abundance. Especially in the energy of the Chinese zodiac horse, the fire horse this year. Yeah, you're in alignment for your assignment. Okay, point blank period. You have invested in something that's going to be a long-term thing. You could call it a commitment, but it's a long-term gain. This person invested in doing things up under the moon. Okay, trying to cause towers. I feel like this person wanted to domesticate you. They wanted to turn you into something that you're not. This person could be stuck in an illusion. You know, they could be finally listening to their intuition, and their intuition is telling them to stay away. Ace of Water. Yeah, emotions, relationships, intuition. This is what I'm talking about. Your intuition is dead spot on. You've always been an intuitive person, even from a child. I'm doing good. I hope you guys are doing good as well. But yeah, literally, you've always been intuitive. And you've always been somebody that you don't put all of your eggs in one basket. So you're able to be flexible when the time comes. So anything that this person is going through has nothing to do with you, really. It's just that you're the opposite end of whatever they're suffering from. Okay. You guys are getting something beautiful here. Queen of Air, brilliant, experienced humorist. You guys literally are getting something very beautiful. This is your time to stand in your power, to be your intelligent self, to share your knowledge with the world, and to make a long-lasting impression. That's what I get. I also get that you guys are here to spark new revelations and inspirations. Two of Earth, balance, prioritization, and playfulness. You know, remembering to go within and play with your inner child. I don't think that looks safe, but playing with your inner child. Going within, allowing yourself to have good experiences, spending money on you having fun, okay? Taking that trip, taking that vacation, going out with that person, okay? Don't stop living your life, literally. Continue to do the things that make you happy. King of Air, knowledgeable, objective, and respected. You definitely have a King of Air energy here that is going to be protecting you. I'm looking at the winter in the background here. This is you being protected through a storm, some type of storm. You got somebody, the Queen of Air and the King of Air, you got somebody that's going to be on your side that's very protective. Okay, and I like this person. I like the energy of that card. That's a good energy. The Hermit. Yeah, you guys have gotten out of hermit mode. I feel like I want to use this deck that is right here. Oops. It is the Money Moves Oracle deck. I just want to see something because I'm kind of looking at this and it's giving me the vibes that somebody was messing around with your money. So I want to see where this situation is going financially. And I feel like where this is also about love as well and your divine life purpose, you've got somebody in regret. They want your forgiveness for something. Yeah, I would just keep it moving. Forgive yourself, but know that it's going to be very hard to forgive somebody that was trying to curse and hex you and destroy everything that you had. Or even them bringing their cursed ass around you is a problem. You have wealth coming in, my friend. That is the card of wealth. That's what just fell out of the deck. Says you are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the great work. Okay. Your projects will be prosperous. What you're doing with your life, prosperous. There's nobody that's going to argue with the divine realm about you being able to have resources and have your needs met. Okay. Things are going to expand and speed up for you. I feel like be ready for the expansion because something great is coming. As long as you continue to use your discernment when it comes to these people, welcome everybody coming into the chat. Yeah, this wealth and gambling, I don't think you guys are going to get wealthy through gambling, but I do feel like you need to be aware that gambling is an addiction like any other. It says excessive gambling can have dangerous consequences. Don't risk too much. With whatever this new idea that you have that you're going to follow through with, don't take a gamble on people. Okay, that's what I'm getting with your wealth. Don't gamble. There could be somebody that wants your money so that they can go gamble. They need to get a fucking job. How about that? You're getting sweet success. This is your time to shine. It's not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. I feel like somebody wants you to make a major gamble and make a mistake. You're not going to gamble with your destiny and your future. You know, you guys already are successful and more success is coming to you. And that's the inevitable. There's nothing that anybody can do about that. As long as you make choices that are in alignment with your highest and best good, you're going to be fine. There could be a birthday wish coming through, a surprise for you. Okay. An unexpected turn can bring positive change. Maybe it's sometimes when you get fired from a job or you get let go, it's because you were supposed to be moving in a different direction. And when we don't move in a certain direction that we need to go and it becomes time frame sensitive, the universe will release us from whatever position so that we can move to wherever we really need to be. So yeah, this surprise is a good surprise. Yeah, and look, this person is exhausted. Just don't overwork yourself. This person is exhausted. They're feeling financially drained. It's because they have something going on with gambling. This person took a major gamble with you and with all of the relationships that they had. They don't make good choices. And whose fault is that? Totally not your fault. It says recharge and regroup, feeling financially drained, lacking viable options. If that's the energy that you guys are in, you've got to shift your perception. Again, Getting the Truth of God by Michael STEADMAN is the fastest way to do that. It's the most effective using this book. But however you can figure out, if you don't want to get the book, however you can figure out to change your perspective and to shift your energy, that's going to be important for you to be able to turn this new beginning into something that is fruitful. Okay. Wisdom, insight into the nature of physical objects gives you foresight. Use your best judgment. That's what I was just talking about. An owl could be your guys's one of your guys' spirit animals, but literally use your best judgment when it comes to making decisions, signing contracts, signing deals. If something looks like, just look at the way that things look. Okay. That's my best advice for you guys. I feel like if you pay attention to the way that things feel and the way that they look, you'll pick up on things. Yeah. These closed doors, use wisdom with these closed doors. If a door closed in your face, that opportunity was not for you. Okay. No good job opportunities. The current job is coming to an end. Start all over again. Maybe this person just got fired. Maybe you got fired. Use your wisdom. If you are looking for a new job, don't look in the same area. Go into a different field of work, okay? Unless you're like a medical doctor and you spent all of this money going through school, it's just showing that you could be better at something else. And that's literally you using your wisdom, not overworking yourself, you taking the surprise of even being let go and using that as a positive to go make more money in a different field or doing something that you actually want to do. Don't take any gambles when it comes to your wealth, especially in relationships, okay? If you're going to get married, have that person sign a prenup, because you're going to, whether you have the resources now or not is irrelevant. You're going to have them. So you just need to know that when you have these resources and you're celebrating, to protect them. Okay. Kick off the party activities and have a great time. Plan a joyful future. Plan a future that you can celebrate and have fun in. Okay. And expect that you will be provided for, that your duty, the work that you do, everything that you are creating. Yes. The Truth of God, Advanced Intuitive Living by Michael STEADMAN. Yeah. Know that all of the work that you're doing is going to put you in the right direction. Okay. Especially with you healing yourself and planning joy for the future. This is going to be very successful, whatever this new idea is that you have. But just don't take a gamble with it by telling other people. You're going to get a helping hand, though, a real helping hand. And that picture to me, for some reason, looks like a vacation. You're going to get time to rest. You also, it says, need others to assist with services, increased productivity. You could be offering a service to somebody that everybody needs, okay? And so this is why I get that this closing of the door is an opening of a door. You can look at an ending as a beginning, because that's exactly what it is. Home-based. You could be doing something that's home-based. You know, make sure that when you file your taxes, you're including whatever area of your home that you work in as a deductible if you make lots of money. It says home is the harbor of the soul. It's the safest place you can be. Change your environment. Some of you guys may need a helping hand to move because you need to get away from this psychopath. But I get that if you do need a helping hand to move, there will be one available to you. And if you're thinking about moving, especially if there's like a new job opportunity coming in and it's a different location, you know, do your research on the location and see, because like if somebody offered me a very high paying job in, like, let's say New York City, I don't know if I could do that. Like, New York has so many people. I've been there before. It's got so many people. There's too much noise. The moving around, getting your stuff is so difficult. It's so expensive. And it's so expensive to live there, and the living, there's so many millions of people in a small living space. You just have to do the research on whatever this new opportunity is. You guys could be becoming a public face, being the public face for something that you do at home. That's beautiful, you guys. I love that energy. That's good energy. Don't let anybody come in and disrupt what you have going on. It says, follow your heart, become who you want to be, earn a reputation. It's okay to be yourself. It really is. There's nothing anybody on this planet is going to do about you being you. Okay, point blank period. No matter what it is that you are doing while you being you, you just be yourself. There's nothing anybody can do about that. They've got a problem. They need to take it up with God. Just know that people have duality within them. Why you guys feel people trip on you and they basically trip over you and betray you is because you're dealing with people that are functioning on a level of duality where they're not even honest with themselves and they betray themselves. Anybody that hurts another person is hurting themselves, because what you send out will come back to you. That's not just like a phrase, that's an actual thing. This ending to this duality means that you're going to have a lot more positive experiences, especially when it comes with people. If somebody was bullying you or targeting you, they are giving up. They're literally giving up on that because it was stupid anyways, but you could have warned this person to leave you alone or they were going to have an ending. Spiritual work, because you're over here doing the spiritual work. As long as you do the spiritual work, you could be working in a spiritual career. It says, open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart. You are a light worker. Just know that you are here to spread the light and you're not bringing endings for anybody. This ending, if it's happening to you, it's happening for you so that you can have a new beginning and a new area, a new field to where you can have access to resources, people, places, and things that are going to make you happy and help you win. Winning, winning, winning. You guys are winning. You doing the spiritual work causes you to win. And it really does, literally. Yes, when fun goes on the back burner, that's when we're rejecting our inner child self, or we're neglecting it, I should say, rather, that we're neglecting it. And by going within and having fun, finger painting, doing the things that you like, doing arts and crafts, you're reconnecting with that inner child self. You are a perfect fit for some type of career that has to do with winning and spiritual work. That is literally what I'm seeing. I feel like somebody doesn't want you to know that you can go anywhere and do whatever this is that you do for work. Yeah, you're independent. Somebody wants you to doubt your own independence. And no. You've always been an independent person. You really don't need this other person for anything. You're getting a new beginning. Don't look at this ending as like, oh, it's over. There's the end of my stability. You're going to have many choices in the future. And like I said, with having many opportunities, you're going to be able to make a decision that's going to make you very wealthy here. Love affair. Be aware that if you have a love affair at work, it could affect the finances and things. It's not always easy to have a relationship with the person you work with, but you are getting a new opportunity here, or you're either creating one for yourself, God's making one for you, or you're receiving one. It could be all of the three. Star power. Your star power is creating opportunity for you to share your wisdom and grow. And I feel like that's a beautiful thing. Let's get the likes up, you guys. And please, if you can, hype the video. That would be, I would appreciate it so much. It really, we want to get these messages, share this content. We want to get these messages to as many people as possible so that they can also hear this good news. Because to me, everything that we're talking about is really good news for you. It's absolutely spectacular news for you. Fertility. Those of you that are wanting to have kids, it's in the cards twice. I've seen that. Yeah, it's time to think about family life and children. Some of you guys may be deciding to homeschool your kids. That could be part of this home-based thing. When I did homeschool for a little while, I learned so much more through homeschool than I ever did going to actual school. Success. Glory. You're on the right track, you guys. Keep going down the path that you're on. And if you feel like that path has ended or some aspect of it, you need to ask yourself, what do I need to learn from this situation? What do I need to gain as insight so that when I move forward, I can not have things end? I feel like whatever has ended was supposed to end. If this was you dealing with a certain person that was blocking you, that needed to come to an end. Yeah, you're working on your savings. You guys are saving up money for your future. I would not be blowing a bunch of money. I would be putting it into other saving accounts so that you have enough to go on a vacation sometime, or you have enough to move when you need to move. Just in case something were to happen that would be abrupt, you have something put away for the future. Fruits of your labor. By you planting these good seeds, you're going to be able to pick the fruit off of your own trees. You're going to be able to abundance and live off of your own support. You're going to become rich. That's part of literally being successful. I don't think anybody is going to be able to stop that in any type of way. Yeah, and then that's a limitation, thinking that someone can block you, because other people do not create our realities. We do, with our own thoughts and beliefs. Other people are not creating anything. They may try to influence something, but we are the one that has to agree to that shit for it to work. We have to have beliefs and vibrations within us that vibrate with lack and limitation. You were dealing with somebody that wanted you to fear being alive. Fear this, fear that, because they had a bad experience. This person had a bad experience because they have bad intentions. That's why they're limited. Yeah, you have an ever-growing money tree that is producing fruit. And so this is why you investing in yourself, you growing whatever this idea is, you planting seeds for the future, it's going to work out for your highest and best good. And you're going to be able to provide and help people. You're using your mind power, your intellect, your intelligence. This intellectual property is yours. Nobody else can hurt and harm you because of that. They've got to take it up with God if they've got an issue. Because you're here to make a change in this world. And anybody that wants to stop that change is somebody that works against Jesus. Somebody that works against somebody who is here to help. Okay? And those people, they need to get a new direction. Literally, they're going the wrong way. You are being directed by God and the Holy Spirit. You've used your mind to break free of these delusions that other people are stuck in, called lack and limitation. I feel like you guys committing to expressing your truth and being who you truly are is what's going to get you to where you want to be. Nobody's going to tamper with that. You have a lot of fast changes that are coming in, and you're just being guided to, when things happen, like you get a new idea, you get a new promotion, you get a new sponsor, whatever this is, act on it immediately. Don't sit on it. Don't wait. Just act immediately. Move with the flow of the universe. When things come in, oh, you guys are so welcome. When things come in, literally move with the flow of the universe. Don't be like, okay, I'll get to it tomorrow. No, make a decision. This is why Getting the Truth of God by Michael STEADMAN. So you can have that joy versus anger technique down, so that when these fast changes come in, you can go, okay, do I go with this fast change? Yes, I do. Or whatever the answer is. But I'm getting that it's going to help you move up. Literally, you being guided divinely and asking questions about where you should go and what you should invest in is going to take you to the next level. I always tell people that win the lottery but don't change their way of thinking, they always end up in the same position again to where they need to win the lottery. If you were to change your way of thinking and your perception on money and finances, let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. If you were to change that completely and release this lack and limitations energy and release 100% the fear of endings and the fear of closed doors, all a closed door is an opportunity that wasn't for your highest and best good. The things that are meant for you will not pass you by. You won't be able to avoid them. That's part of what destiny and fate is. You have a gift here to share with everybody else. This is why I feel like gifted people are blessings to this world, because their gift, whether it's artistic talent, writing, music, dance, whatever it is, it's here to inspire other people to also love themselves and do what makes them happy. And don't waste your life while you're alive sitting in lack and limitation, being afraid to use your gift to inspire others and inspire yourself. Don't waste your time in that energy. Literally, that's a perpetual time waster. And whoever this other person is, they don't want you having foresight. They don't want you seeing into the future what financially will benefit you, and they want you to turn away from what you see and to go into lack and limitation. This person is after your bright ideas. Okay, that's what they want. Yeah, guardian angel. You're being looked over by a higher power. You are divinely protected. Your finances, divinely protected. Your new opportunities, also protected. You're protected from any type of misfortune, and you have authority and power in the spirit. When people come in trying to play games with you or trying to pressure you or make you feel guilty or trying to force you to make some type of ultimatum or retarded decision, you just need to be like, no, I have authority in the spirit, and I'm going to ask for God to call judgment on that and to discern it. Okay. And using the joy versus anger technique will help you do that, and the God technique as well. Flexibility. This is what I was saying about you investing into yourself is going to make you a very flexible person. I don't think there's anything that's going to lack mentality limit you. I feel like you have something that other people don't have that they can't buy with money. And whatever this is, it's a gift that's going to make you money forever. Okay. You're going to be like, when you're older, you're going to be like seriously so happy that you invested in whatever this is that you love to do. If it's being a parent, starting a family, if it's starting a new business, following a new job opportunity, working in a new field, doing this spiritual work, getting a spiritual career, being a public face, you're going to have a helping hand if you need to move. If there's any doors that were closed in your face, it just means that it's not time for you to be there anymore. Or it never was in your highest and best learning and highest and best good for you to be in that position. So use your wisdom. Do not gamble. Do not take risks. Don't take risks lending people money. Do not take risks on that. Especially when somebody's like, oh, you're doing so well. Can I get a business loan? Can I get this? Da 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 da. When people want to come with their fucking handout, remember all of the times that you went without and that they had shit and that they did not help you. Just remember that. I feel like some people just need to be repaid in the same way that they did others. And this person, that may be what's going to happen because you moved on from them. You're going to have a very successful, happy future. And this person's going to have to just be sorry, a sorry ass motherfucker, because they're not even remembering their own childhood correctly. So they don't remember you correctly either. And you don't have to know this person from a child, but this person has a childlike mind. They're very immature and they're not good at using their discernment. This person is not good at using their discernment. They're like clueless type energy. So let's see which deck. Okay, we're going to use the time deck and see as far as time frame when these new opportunities are coming in and who this other person's energy could be and what you need to look for in your birth chart. So a birth chart is, you can go to Google and search birth chart calculator. It's going to ask you for your name, the name you were born with, okay? Your birth date, the place of your birth, where you were born, and the time you were born. And then when you plug all of that into the calculator, it's going to bring up a chart, kind of like a map, that shows you the position of all of the astrological bodies at the moment that you were born. And why the birth chart is important is because it maps our life and the cycles that we're in and where we're going. And so we can learn a lot of things about ourselves. Witches and warlocks, they love to find out all of the information that I was just talking about so that they could go look at your birth chart to find out where your Chiron return is so that they can start to try to push on a wound. People, they want to get that information. So, you know, Aleister Crowley, he has a ritual that's called the Bornless ritual, which basically erases everything in the birth chart so people can't use it against you. Again, it's a very hard ritual to do. I just took that concept and went into spirit and changed the shit so that people could not use it against me. But know that that is something that people do. They do use the stars against you. November. Find happiness in wanting what you already have, gratitude and togetherness. So you could have been very grateful this Thanksgiving, and it's bringing in, like for this next year, it's bringing in a lot of more gratitude. Libra time, September 23rd to October 22nd. Weigh all options first. Use your intuition, use your inner compass, and literally weigh the situation when it comes in. Exactly. You'd rather invest it, but make sure that when you invest it, you're not taking a gamble. Like, for example, do your research. Right now is not the time to invest in what are they called? Airbnbs? Or even, what are the other things called? Airbnbs have gone really plummeted. So are, what are they called? Timeshares. They have really plummeted as well. So make sure that when you're doing your investment, you're investing wisely at a time that's appropriate. Okay. Because literally the timing is everything. It really is. Investing in the stock market, timing is everything. You know, use your intuition, do research, and look into things. January, ditch old habits, recharge and focus on self-care, fresh start and goal setting. You guys have set some goals that are coming into fruition now. I feel like literally you have ditched an old habit. You're bringing balance. If you guys are a Libra, somebody else is so screwed because you will always get justice. If you want to, you may want to see where Libra's at your birth chart, what astrological house it sits in, because that could show you where you need to balance or where balance is going to be coming from. May. So this is showing me that basically you're going to have very blossoming May. Connect with your dream and be in the moment. March just came out. So good luck and the growth of your opportunities and seeds. This is on schedule. Remember that everything happens in divine time. It may not happen when we want it to, but it will happen when it's meant to. And we'll be much more happy with it happening when it's meant to than when we think we want it to. Okay? So just know that. It says unwavering dedication and attention to detail is key. February. Love could be coming in this February, you guys. This could be new love for yourself, love for God. It could be a love for another person as well, or from another person. That's too many cards, Spirit. What the hell? I mean, I'll look at them, but July, Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. Gemini, May 21st to June 21st. And August, reap the rewards. So all of these months are very important. You could be dealing with somebody that's a Gemini. Okay, that's an air sign. Sagittarius energy is a fire sign. I feel like you're going to get a huge reward this harvest. You could be moving, okay? You could be thinking about moving. You could be getting a new job opportunity. All of these things are really good. You've experienced ego death. That's good. That's good. That's awesome. Yeah, I consider ego death just to be like, it's not actually like a death because we still have to have our egos, but it's the transcendence of what we think we are. Okay, we're going to do the angel numbers and then I will let you guys go. But yeah, this is awesome, you guys. I'm so excited for you. So when you see these angel numbers, you're going to take what you're doing at the time, whoever you're with, what you're thinking about, and you're going to apply that to the interpretation of the angel number. Okay? And that's going to give you a whole personal separate reading that you can discern. But whenever you see the angel numbers, you will know that you are in alignment. Okay? Because if you're not seeing them, then you're probably not in alignment to receive messages. And that's not to put anybody down at all. It's just the universe communicates with us through numbers, through signs, through nature, through a whole bunch of different ways. And if we're not looking and paying attention, we could miss what's actually there. And that's why angel numbers are a good reminder. They're a good sign. And when you understand what each number and its energy means in the matrix, you can start to use those numbers for your highest and best good, you know? Yes, it doesn't mean death of the unalive meaning. Exactly. It's more like having a rebirth. But it's shedding the part of you that you think you are just your body and stuff like that. 777, good luck with the March energy. I love this for you guys. Contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, and divine intervention. Yes, I vote yes. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share. Yes, that's why that spiritual work and spiritual career came up. You guys are very inspirational people. You're also very abundant people. It says that you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to other people, but I feel like you guys are going to be able to, literally. You're going to be able to. You're going through a spiritual awakening. There's going to be levels to this, okay? You'll eventually, it's like the first spiritual awakening is like taking whatever the pill in the matrix is, where you just completely break free of the control systems. Now you're in the energy of good luck and good fortune. 2121 energy levels. Like I said, there's levels to this. Prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, the opposite sex. Wow. Interesting. That day that you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator. Not an elevator ride. Trust in you. The other one that came out was 1919. When you see mirroring numbers like that, just know that that is something being mirrored in your reality. It's talking about cycles, karma, warning, judgment, influence, power, cycles, changes, and rebirth, which is what we were just talking about. Karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. When you deal with karma, a lot of the times we like to judge it as negative or positive based upon how it makes us feel. But just know that everything that's happening karmically for you, whether it's justified or unjustified, is for your highest and best good. That is how the universe works. It says make space for new experiences here. 2112, it's up to you. It's going to be up to you with what you want to do. Someone is watching over you. Good fortune, unforeseen forces, and direction. It says even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, things are moving in the right direction. If you see this number, it's a sign that everything will work out in your favor and your dreams will soon come true. You guys are going to persevere when other people would not. You guys are divinely protected by the archangels, all of them. And they're all wanting to work with you. There is a YouTube platform called Steve Nobel, STEV, second word Nobel. He has got amazing angelic meditations that do everything from space clearing to abundance to beauty, like every type of subject you could think of that's a spiritual subject, like shadow work. There's angels that work with that, and he sets up an angelic grid with the directions and stuff around you, and they really work. It's freaking awesome. His platform is amazing. I've been doing his videos for a long time. 1616, readjustments. It helps you readjust energetically. 16, the energy of the number 6 is not bad. It's more of a feng shui energy. It says overcoming obstacles, soulmates, romance, affection, support, and comfort. Your level of self-control is sufficient to make things right. On the horizon is the possibility of beginning a new platonic or romantic relationship. Okay, or a friendship, as well as a chance to be in life anew with a person from one's past. Everything will fall into pieces right where it needs to be. 1313, starting fresh. You're getting a fresh start. That's why I said that ending is a new beginning. Encouragement, goals, foundation, creative ventures, and communication. Step out of your comfort zone. You are about to create something meaningful. All of your skills and talents will bring you auspicious profits. Build up on your confidence and trust in your decisions. You guys are being divinely led. Oh, thank you so much, you guys. 0110, your belief system. This is why the Truth of God by Michael STEADMAN is so important, because it helps you go through your belief system and get rid of the ones that are not, the beliefs that are not serving you. It says, go after what you want, unique destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. The universe is very grateful for you. You're blessed and talented. And the skills that you have make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. Literally, they will. They're going to manifest. 4444. When that karma shows up, like I said, it's happening for you. It's a blessing in disguise, which is what 444 is. That number 4 is a very protective energy. It's also about a foundation. Obstacles, hardships, strength, building character, and experience. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You've got this. If you've been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you've been suffering or feeling lost, some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much bigger. Hang in there. Yeah, don't give up on yourself, you guys. 111, intuition. Use your intuition. It's going to get you so far. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love. Time to implement long-cherished ideas. What was that just fell? These two. It says, you are on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. Then we have 8888, personal power, material and spiritual abundance, wealth, resources, force, balance, confidence, material gain, and epic romance. All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending you this number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with the admiration and respect that you deserve. Use it for the greater good. And then 0404 is about slowing down, taking your time, and not forcing things. Balance, power struggle, force, violence, hope, authority, ancestors, restlessness, low vibrations, and warning. Pay close attention to the people in your life and your surroundings and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. With whoever this other person is, keep your boundaries up. Don't renege on your boundary because you feel like you've healed. You continue to heal, but don't take a boundary down that you had to set, because I feel like literally you guys have the ability to timeline jump and to ascend into your highest and best good timeline, the one that you are going to receive all of the rewards for everything that you have already done to help people. Know that you working in a field where you have access to people who are also important is going to be important for you. I feel like some of you guys are creating a service or a product or something tangible that can be sold or made into a business. Even if it's something you think like, oh, this is just a side hustle, it's a hobby, something I do on the side. No, invest in it. Put both feet in with it and invest. Don't invest in a reckless way to where you're taking a gamble. Like, do the research behind all projects. Okay, that's being responsible. But know that whatever you put your love and your time and your energy into and your passion and your inspiration into, that is going to fulfill you. And the finances, when you are fulfilled and happy, loving what you do, the finances always work themselves out. That is just the way that nature is. So thank you guys for making it to the ending of this reading. Thank you for spending your time here with me. Please like the video, tap the notification bell, make sure that you are subscribed, watch all of the readings on both of the platforms. And remember that if you guys ever have any personal questions, you can always send me a $20 super chat. Or not, I'm sorry, on my other platform, you can send me a super chat. On this platform, you can send me a $20 donation through PayPal or Cash App, and I will pause the collective reading and I will answer your questions, okay? So yeah, it really helps when you guys like the video, when you hype the video, tell other people about this great news, okay? I'm going to talk about the 2 books that are really important for your guys' spiritual journey. The first book is Truth of God, Advanced Intuitive Living by Michael STEADMAN, and it's got 3 very valuable, important techniques in it. The first one is about the God technique. It raises you out of your ego into looking out through the eyes of God so that you can see everything through the lens of unconditional love, joy, and peace, so that you can detach from things and see the bigger picture. And it is a big vibration changer. Any of you that are struggling with any type of spiritual anything, the God technique helps you with that and it gets rid of it. This book also teaches you how to meditate. The second technique is a joy versus anger technique, which helps you develop a yes and no answering system with God so that you can be asking immediate questions and getting that immediate answer back so that you're not having to wait for a sign or use another part of your intuition. And it's more foolproof than a pendulum, muscle testing, all of that, okay? The third one is the mind technique, which helps you locate the beliefs and thoughts that are hindering you so that you can release them. So I just want to read this one part from the book that's about cleansing the emotions. It says, releasing concepts, beliefs, emotional and mental baggage that doesn't serve our highest good is where health actually starts. Acknowledging our emotions or feelings is important in the cleansing, releasing process. Acknowledging, yes. Naming the emotion is not important. Refeeling the emotion is not necessary. Some people feel like that they have to do a regression and go through what they went through to heal. That's not true. You can literally heal without having to go through it again. I promise you this. It says the refeeling the emotion is not necessary and can be quite negative. It's a very powerful negative creative moment. Holding on to the emotion is definitely not releasing it, and that's okay. It will continue to show up until it's released. Pay attention in the moment and be receptive to the message it brings. It is never about the other person and what they have done or said, but always about a related issue within ourselves to acknowledge and release. This is 100% the truth. For those who cannot release this emotional mental baggage at the time, it shows up with one of these techniques might be helpful. Learn the mind technique, chapter 4. Change your environment, go to another room. If you feel like your energy is off, rearrange your furniture. Go through all of your items, find whatever it is that's throwing the energy off. It could be a gift from somebody. Sometimes people will put magic on gifts, and I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm just saying that to prepare you so that you, if you do find something that's got magic on it, you can get rid of it. Don't throw it in your trash can in the house. You get rid of it, throw it away in somebody else's like garbage bin. Because if it's directed towards you, as long as you get it away from you and in somebody else's garbage bin, it's not going to hurt anybody else because it's only directed towards you. Go for a walk, meditate, do a deep breathing exercise, do some journaling, okay? Talk with someone about something that makes you feel good. Put your focus on the positive. Pivot your thoughts onto something that feels good. That's just one part. That's only one little thing in this entire book, but there is so much. I want to read this other part. It says, you, God, created a system that at birth, this new subconsciousness, human mind, would be very connected to your God self, but not connected to the new environment. The more that you acclimate to your surroundings, the more it becomes a dominant thought pattern or focus. The ability to be connected to God is still there, but it's not fostered to be used, and in some cases can fade away. The ability to be connected is always there. It just needs to be focused upon. So the link to this book is in the description box below. The second book I'm going to talk about is the one that I've written. And it is called Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. And it's got different tarot card spreads for the major arcana cards, which the major arcana cards are like the Sun, the Lovers, the Judgment, the Star. And for this book, you will want to get the original Rider-Waite Tarot, okay? Because it's got the best pictures and all of everything that's going to be on the tarot card spread for the major arcana cards. There's something in the picture that's a position for that. So yeah, I would go ahead and get the one with the words on them because that's just going to help you learn to read the whole deck. And I don't always read the words on them, but I do just read the energy. So I just opened it to the Chariot Tarot card spread. So I'm going to pick one of the positions to read. Position 5, Chariot Dharma Wheel. This card position will show you the wheel of Dharma, or the wheel of responsibility that you hold for this lifetime. The card that you pull for this position can show you what type of Dharma you incarnated with. If you have really good Dharma, you might pull the Star Tarot card for this position. If you have very bad Dharma, you could pull the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse for this position. So that's just one position. And when you guys work through these tarot card spreads, I would take pictures of each spread, take notes, okay? Because it's going to be really important, and then go back and look at it again. You'll pick up so much more information that way. And the way that this is designed, it goes from the zodiac, the 14 zodiac sign psychic spell and tarot card spread. I've added one extra one, and that's the zodiac one, but it goes as the natural progression of life goes, from the Fool all the way to whatever the last one is. So yeah, the Chariot Tarot card spread is to remove obstacles. These spells are not to be done. They're manifestation techniques. It's got, and you know, like I invoke, draw in, and evoke, draw out the Chariot archetype energy. I activate my divine Merkaba light vehicle of transportation. I align with my UFO vehicle. I align with my physical vessel and personal vehicle. If you don't have a vehicle, then just recite, I align with my physical vessel. And then, yeah. So each of the spells will be to help you in a certain type of way. The Hangman is to sacrifice things that no longer serve you. The Death is to bring about appropriate endings and much needed change. The Temperance is manifestation technique with Saint Archangel Michael. The Devil is to overcome the devil's South Node lower ego self. So all of these tarot card spreads are going to help you, and so are the spells, especially with integrating the archetype energy of the major arcana cards. In the back of the book, there is a compendium of knowledge of when you start to pull cards for yourself and you get the major arcana cards coming out next to each other. I'm just going to read some of it. Okay, if you pull the Magician with the Hermit Tarot card, it means that your magic comes from within. If you pull the Magician in the reverse, it could mean that you have someone who's practicing black magic on you. Either a warlock or a witch who practices black magic is attacking you, or someone in the collective. If you pull the Magician with the Temperance Tarot card, it means that you can use your power and magic to balance out your own energy. There's no need for outside help. If you pull the Magician with the Moon, it means that there is moon magic being done. If you pull the magician and the moon in the reverse, it means that someone is using moon magic on you. If you pull the magician with the death tarot card, it means that someone is practicing death magic sorcery. If you pull the magician with the last judgment tarot card, it means that whoever is practicing magic is up under judgment from doing so. The magical path is not everyone's path. That is why knowing thyself is the most important thing in life. If you pull the justice tarot card and then the magician, it could mean that someone is using magic to create justice for you. If you pull the magician and the strength tarot card, it could mean that your magic is too strong for opposing forces to break through, or it could mean that you have very strong magic being done on you or your family members. Okay, and then it keeps going and going and going, so I'm going to just leave it there. But this book is called Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells, and to get started with it, all you need is the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And again, you guys, it's very cheap online. I would go ahead and just get the one that's got the words on it. And for those of you that don't want to use the links in the description box to get these books, but you still want to get them, you can go to your local bookstore and request for them to be made, okay? And your bookstore, if it's Barnes and Noble, I think they do it relatively quickly. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I love you so much. Peace be with you. You guys are awesome, okay? God bless you. Please like the video, tap the notification bell, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you watch all of the readings on both platforms at your leisure. I would literally select the ones that you're drawn to just at your leisure and listen to them, because you're going to get a lot of insight and a lot of new wisdom and an Easter egg in every reading for you to decode your spiritual journey and to keep moving forward. I love you guys so much. Thank you for spending your time with me today, and thank you for spending your time with God. Please like the video, tap the notification bell, make sure you're subscribed, share the content. All that stuff is important. Hype the video, you guys. I love you. Peace be with you. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? God bless you. Bye.